name is Sheila Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring the little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And this is way number 13 in the 48 Ways to Wisdom, a daily series for 48 days anyway. I think 49th day we're going to do a whole wrap-up of it all together. A 48-day series of things to make you great, things to make you absolutely freaking great. This is series was developed by Rabbi Noach Weinberg. And by the way, I'm not sure if this is part one of the 48 Ways, but it's always good to credit wherever you get any ideas from. I always try and do that. So it was by Rabbi Noach Weinberg. He got it from something called the Mishnah, which is a 2,000-year-old codification of Jewish law. Part of this thing called the Mishnah, you have like a tractate called Pirkei Avot, Ethics of the Fathers. In that, you have the one of these Mishnahs, they're called Mishnahs, 48 Ways to Acquire Greatness, and they are just great. You don't need to believe in God. That's it. You don't need to believe in Judaism. You don't need to believe in anything to be able to access. This is just, generally speaking, great advice. And the more that you go over it, the more that you make this part of your life, the better your life is, the more of the type of person that I think you want to be, you end up being. So we're at way 13, which is think about it. Think about it. Think. Yeah, this is like this rather forgotten in 2021. I think it's good to go over these things. Before we get into it, can you hit the like button? That'd be great. Can you hit the share button? That's also great. Subscribe is fantastic. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you're still subscribed if you are subscribed, and a comment is also very good. You want to be super nice, go and check out my Indiegogo. It's going to be closing out. We'll do the final count. It's closing out soon, I think in the next week, so go check it out. Thank you very much for your support. And really, genuinely, people say that, but I actually do mean it. Thank you very much for your support. Let's look at this. 48 Ways to Wisdom. I'm going to put the link to this article in the video notes so you can go and look at it in general. If you want to go crazy, you can buy this book over here. The book's really good too. Fine. Way 13. Think about it. We make snap decisions, or we mull over decisions for too long. Becoming skilled at a happy medium of decision making is a good thing. Yeah, I completely agree. Now, my problem is I talk very fast. You probably notice I talk very fast, I talk very loud. It's much faster and louder inside my head, right? I have a lot going on all at the same time. So I analyze things quickly. But there's the thing, you got to be like sure in your judgment, right? And I'm reasonably am, but that's a different one of the 48 Ways. This is thinking things over. So it starts off with an analogy. Imagine walking a tightrope above Niagara Falls. No, I'm not imagining that. As you inch along, you see a maniac coming at you from behind. No, I guess he's running at you. No longer are you concerned about falling to your side. You just want to make sure the maniac doesn't catch you. This is a weird analogy. What? In a sense, life is the same way. Every step you make has real consequences. We have to continue to move forward. That's a weird analogy. Okay, so here, look, you can live your life crawling along, not making decisions, or putting off making decisions. And I think the reason people are afraid to make decisions because they're afraid to make the wrong decisions. Look, the truth is, you never know if you're right or wrong. You never know if what you're going to do is going to work or fail. And in fact, it's completely out of your hands. All you can do is think, am I being logical, reasonable, and sane, right? But you have no idea how things are going to go. People think not making a decision will protect them. No, it's almost always procrastinating and not making a decision that ends up being people's undoing rather than making the wrong decision. So way 13 is called B'Yishuv by sitting. I think sitting and thinking. So it gives you 4 steps of deliberation. The step number 1, plowing. The first time you go with an idea, try and figure it out. That's just called breaking the soil. Just run through an idea in your head. Let it take a few minutes to say it out. It's really helpful, right? The way we had yesterday's way was teaching it. If you try and explain it to somebody else, that's the way to get to really get an idea, get a handle on an idea. Planting. The second time, this time the idea begins to make sense. You're putting the seeds into the ground and planting it into yourself. Yes, once you actually understand the idea, then it can start to grow within you, right? harvesting. That's the third time you review this thing. You come to an experiential and intellectual understanding. It's reaping the wheat. I guess, yeah. So by the third time you go over it, now it's kind of like part of you, and it's shaping you, forming you. Digesting. The fourth time you integrate the idea into your life, it nourishes your soul. It's now part of you. So yeah, I guess if you just like basically saying think things over 4 times, right? Think things over 4 times, and then you might do well. So 6 tools of deliberation, nightly recap. So this is something awesome, right? People do it at night. People do it in the morning. Pick it again. One of the first of the 48 ways. But Tom doing everything at the same time. Do either a daily, weekly, monthly diary. It's called in Hebrew. It's called cheshbon nefesh. Cheshbon means an accounting. Look at the areas of life. If you want to do it really simply, break down the areas of life you want to monitor into like one-word things, and give yourself a score every day. Like, how did I do with this? How did I do with this? And then you can mark your highs and lows. And you can see what triggers the lows and triggers the highs, right? But nightly recap, just sit and think, how was your day? How did you do today? Did the day go the way you wanted? Did you go the way you wanted? That's actually the only thing you have control about. Capture and concretize. So this says, we always have the occasional flash of truth, moments where we realize what it means to be a friend and what we're doing and what we really want in our life. We may think the moment of realization changed us, but often the moment is lost because we concretize the insight, we never act on it, and the effect dissipates. Next time you get an insight, stop and freeze. So listen, this is essentially how I became religious. I decided to become religious very, very quickly, right? Somebody like Rabbi Weinberg. He basically said, do you know what problems are? Problems is just God trying to get your attention, right? And so I thought about that. I had the year beforehand had a lot of stuff happen that was random, but it didn't seem random, and just a lot of it were problems. And I thought, well, that all makes sense, right? And I felt that real moment of like change and revelation. And so then I would go back to that memory often to strengthen me in that decision, right? If you made a decision to do something, go back to why there's normally a moment of revelation, why you've decided to do that. That will strengthen you. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's got to do with thinking things out, but okay. Think before you speak. This is one I'm not really great on, but catch it, giving yourself 10 seconds. Give yourself 10 seconds, especially when you're angry, will change the world. This is called the six tools of deliberation, and there's only 4 of them. Really? What? Okay, I'm not missing one here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there are 6. Fine, I thought it finished. What was it? Analyze the info. Okay, so this is something I do very quickly. Other people do it slowly, but yeah. So this is it's vital to do. Is the source objective? Like, if somebody tells you something, all you know is that they've told you it. Is the person telling you that a reliable narrator? What advantage or disadvantage do they have for you believing what they're telling you? What's their motivation, right? So yeah, is the source objective? Is the evidence cited? Yeah, exactly. What is the evidence of what the guy's saying? What aspects don't I understand? And you have to till over the idea to get that. What are the implications, consequences for this in my life and the life of the person telling you, right? Because again, what's their what's their angle? Be prepared. Prepare as much preparation you can do for anything is always good. Being over prepared though is bad. Just have a handle on what you're walking into and improvise with the information. Yeah, I would say, they called I'm a big Doctor Who fan, if you don't know. I'd say the seventh Doctor Who was called like this arch manipulator, right? And I'm not sure that's actually correct. I just think he knew a lot. And he manipulated a lot, but he also ended up improvising as well because he was so incredibly prepared and knew so much. Give it time. Did you ever go to sleep with a problem and wake up with a solution? That's great advice. Right. Like, oftentimes, I will put if you have a problem, if you have something you're mulling over, don't actively think about it. Just put it at the back of your mind, and then a few hours later, you'll have an answer. That's really great advice. That is really fantastic advice. Why is thinking about a way to wisdom? Oh, come on. Thinking about things is a way to wisdom. Not thinking about things is a way to stupidity. We all want greatness. It takes time to. Okay, they're just trying to convince people to think. Okay, they're just trying to convince people to think. And with these bullet points, they're not even worth going over. My name is Stephen Beckett, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.